Okay, this is our this is our wrap up for today, the July 10th. We just got home. It's about 5 minutes till 8, and we left this morning at 9:45. So we've been on the bikes almost 10 hours, not totally on the bikes, but we rode down to Chattanooga to Ruby Falls, and we had a real nice ride going down there. We went to through Oak Ridge and then Kingston, and then from Kingston we took 58 down to 68 down, and then crossed Watts Bar Dam, and then took 302, which was a real pretty road, down into Dayton, and from Dayton we took 27 right down into the heart of Chattanooga, and then to Ruby Falls. Ruby Falls is Pam and I both thought it was one of those, it was real neat, but it wasn't spectacular. It was one of those things that you probably do, but it was a long day from the time we bought the tickets until the time we actually went down into the cave and then came back. It was over 2 hours, and it's a guided tour, so you kind of have to go at their pace, and we kind of like to lollygag around and look at things, so you're kind of at the mercy of the person right in front of you, 'cause it's when you go down in this cave, it's a single line that you have to hike about a half mile to the falls, but it's just one person.
It's more like a shuffle half mile.
Yeah, it's kind of like being in a theme park, really, more than anything else. But so you're kind of at the mercy of the tour guide and the people in front of you, which was fine. But they put you in groups of about 25 or 30, and it was quite a chore. And then once you get down to the falls, they give you a couple minutes to look at it.
7 minutes.
And you go, wow, that's pretty neat. And then realize that you have to hike back out the same way you came back in. So it was a neat adventure.
But maybe not day ride.
What's that word I always use?
Spectacular.
Yeah, not spectacular, or
fascinating.
Not fascinating. Yeah, it was neat. I'm glad we did it, but
it was something you do, but maybe not on a day ride.
Yeah, you don't have to, and you don't probably have to go back. But anyway, it was a real nice, something to do. And then from after Ruby Falls, we got back on the bikes and had to navigate through Chattanooga, and it's when we were unfamiliar with it, so we got on the interstate for a few miles and we hit right at the heavy traffic, so we were kind of stopping and going on the interstate. Not too bad, it really wasn't too bad. Then we got on 153, then took 58 towards Decatur, and our plan was to eat dinner in Decatur, but not far out of Chattanooga we ran into one of those thunderstorms, so we stopped, put on our rain jackets, and then backtracked a little bit and got on 312, which took us into Ultua, but we were actually out in the country, and stopped for gas, and right next door was a really, really nice restaurant, the Countryside Cafe, I believe it was called.
Yeah, or something.
Countryside Cafe, I'm pretty sure. Folks couldn't have been nicer. The food was outstanding. People kept checking on us to see if we needed anything. The place was packed. I mean, every table in the place was
really
taken.
Good, yeah.
And they just couldn't have been nicer. It's going to be one of those places that we go back to, but it's on the corner of 312 and something else in Ultua, kind of out in the country. But it was just
really
one of those
excellent.
Yeah, one of those great finds that we normally wouldn't have found, but today we lucked into
and
it.
that experience saved the day.
Yeah, that made the day. It really did. It was a great meal. So we ate right around 5:15. Took 11 back through Sweetwater, stopped for a drink. Went through Loudon, and I tried the whole trip to convince Pamo to stop for ice cream, but it's the first time in years that she's decided she couldn't have ice cream. So we rode by the TikTok, and I got real sad that we didn't stop. But then
but there will be other days.
So
for
then
ice
we rode
cream.
into Knoxville, and we're back home, and our total trip was 263 miles. And it's a little over 10 hours, so it was a great way to spend the day.
Yeah.
And we only got just barely sprinkled on.
Yeah.
So, Pamela, what was your favorite thing of the day?
My favorite thing was Countryside Restaurant. That's it.
Countryside Restaurant.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because the people in there, not only was the food good, favorite thing may have been getting home.
Yeah, favorite, true, I understand.
But not only was the food good, but the people were super nice. And for me, that makes all the difference.
And I agree 100%. The favorite thing was the restaurant. The ride was real pretty too, but the thing that saved the day was we love finding these little restaurants that we normally, and we were sitting in there And we said, I wish Knoxville had a restaurant. And Knoxville does have some great restaurants, but these people couldn't have been nicer. I don't know if they were all family or not, but they were all just, they couldn't have been nicer. The food couldn't have been better.
It was almost unbelievable.
Yeah, it was really. So it's a countryside cafe, I think, with countryside, out in Uatua. So Pamela was giving me to wrap it up. Now we're going to go to a commercial, and we'll be back. Good night.
Good night.